Welcome everyone to the Fascist States of America. It's 1923 and United States is not what it used to be, let's just say. Instead of it being one giant blue behemoth taking up the entire area between Canada and Mexico, instead it's split into three different entities, two of which are fascist, the United States of America and the Free States of America, hence, the Fascist States of America. And one of them being the Union of Confederate States, which is a proletarian dictatorship. So what happened? Well, let me tell you, because in 1860, United States faced increasing internal strife between the North, which wanted to abolish slavery, and the South, which wanted to keep it and kind of extend it in a way that would make sure that there wouldn't be, an upper house or a Senate with too many votes possible of being abolitionists. But in 1861, as we all know, the Civil War broke out and, the CSA a bit previously had seceded from the Union. In 1863, Robert E. Lee took Washington itself and forced North to not only concede to a white peace, but also to give up Maryland and to recognize the CSA as a separate country and releasing all claims on it. The following years, or following decades, was more internal strife for the North, while the South kind of did their thing. In the end, a communist dictatorship took over. They tried to take back the South and failed again, turning the Free States of America, separating from the United States of America, leaving the United States of America with only the West Coast, the Pacific Coast, as well as the Rocky Mountains and some of the plains up here in the Dakotas. And that's kind of how it went for many decades, until both the Free States of America and the United States of America fell to fascist dictatorship. So we're here all set up for intercontinental war, and the goal or the aim for this playthrough is kind of to take back as much as possible of America and turn it into united, one could say. A modern day George Washington, kind of being the savior of all that is American, and take it back, but only this time as a fascist. So, it's a kind of different George Washington, one could say. And don't pay too much heed to how the world looks, because this is an old save I had, where I played as Greece, and as you can see, Greece kind of is a great power still, and the greatest military power in the world. So yeah, kind of ignore that happened, and try to ignore that Europe is looking the way it is. It's just things that happen when you play silly countries and doing silly things. So here we have it, where we only have right now 4 armies. They use a different composition than I'm used to, because, well, this was quite a while ago since I had this playthrough, to be completely honest. So I was doing a weird sort of setup, which I might as well continue on. I mean, I did the whole combat overview video, and now I'm going to break everything I said in it. So never mind that. We have in Carson City here, we have the rally points, but I will make a new one for now, which will be in Las Vegas, because I think they want to, play dice or play whatever else they do in there. So let's add up some things here with some couple of guards, and instead of using engineers, I will do 2 armor and 2 airplanes. So it will be 15,000 men. So it will be a bit more than these. Our population is currently at 6.48 million, with California and actually North Dakota being one of the most populated areas. How North Dakota became that is due to coal being extremely valuable, causing for an extreme immigration basically to North Dakota, and Bismarck, as well as Minot over here. I think is there any other coal places? There's not that many, actually. So, as you can imagine, for a country like this, coal is very important, and even this here, Cody in Wyoming, has a lot of people in it. The rest of the places, Oregon, Nevada, Idaho, Utah, and so on, are doing fairly well. The least populous is Alaska, which, from the looks of it, could be turned into a colonial province. Oh, we don't have enough colonial power for it, since, that demands kind of 3 times what we have. But otherwise we could have turned this into a pure state, or what you call it, whatever you should call it. The economy here is doing fairly well. I think I'll turn this into max, because there's little reason to. I could even turn up taxes a bit more, to earn more money, but for now it will do fairly well. So we have a limited time schedule. We only have 12 years to make it happen. And considering that these countries, the Free States of America, is allied with Mexico. Mexico is actually not too shabby. They are surprisingly strong. They are in the sphere of the Free States of America, which is why they are the allies of the Free States of America. The Union of Confederate States is actually also in the Free States of America sphere, which is not that good. I mean, failing in sphere of influence compared to everyone else, which are all in the Free States of America. But the Fascist States of America, aka the United States, will prevail eventually. Because we will unite the States of America and turn it into something decent. Apparently there's a lot of unemployment in Wyoming, South Dakota and Colorado. As you can see, factories are being built here to kind of expand. South Dakota, was it? Yeah. I don't know what happened here. Could be that these areas were recently taken back from the Free States of America, judging from the state of everything there. So let's see when we could declare war next. We have a truce with them. The United States of America ends in 3 years. So in 3 years we can declare war with little repercussions and hopefully win. That is at least the goal for it. We could do some things like in the Union of Confederate States, we could increase relations and maybe take it back from the Free States of America, put it back in our sphere. That is an idea. When will it be back? It will be back on 8th of March. Currently we have a war suddenly, called ally from Greece, the Workers' Commonwealth. So what is the war all about this time? Greece wants to call us into, I'm assuming, the Third Great War. I love how this is always mixed up. Your faithful ally is requesting that you come to the aid in the war of Greek aggression against the Third Great War, against Germany, Hungary, Poland, the Workers' Commonwealth, Trinidad, Hyderabad, Indore, Kalat and Nagpur. Which is, I'm not gonna do that. It's just gonna tie me up for other things. I don't have time. The Workers' Commonwealth, however, wants to call us into the war against Beruda. Beruda? Is there any possibility of this escalating further? Well, maybe, but the Russian Empire is too busy. So I can join that. Third nationalist Chinese civil war, so I think the Chinese kind of want to, I suppose, unify themselves. There's a nationalist China over here, and who click being really big here, with the Beijing China taking most of the north. So China is also divided. Everyone is kind of divided, except for Germany. Germany is massive. This is a super Germany. They swallowed Austria whole, Hungary got loose, and, well, yeah. This is just ugly in every kind of way. Here's some more Germany, while Croatia is a thing. So, if you can't take map gore, just shield your eyes or something. Because there's map gore galore over here. So let's see how it turns over here. I don't think they are very friendly with us. They are hostile right now. We could justify war against them, but we're not gonna do that. That would be stupid. So who are they at war with? They are at war with Beruda as well, because they're allied with the Workers' Commonwealth, just like me. So I think I will increase the opinion of us there to maybe wrest them from the grip of the Free States of America. Canada could be put under our sphere, if we would like. I think the long game of the Free States, though, is to do the same thing. And at the moment, I feel like focusing, I suppose, on Union of Confederate States is just a smarter idea at the moment. They won't allow us to do anything of... No investments. So we can't get an edge that way. We could get an edge by increasing our relations with them. That would take a long time and would be quite costly in diplomatic points. Or, what's it called? Yeah, it's called diplomatic points, actually. It was pretty good of me to manage that. Our armies would you know, I suppose, benefit from being a bit closer. This Albuquerque here is close enough. And over here, the 3rd Regular Army could station themselves in Denver instead of Pueblo. And I think Sioux, how do you pronounce it? Sioux Falls? For a long time, I thought that was pronounced Sioux. But I'm pretty sure it's not. Something else. Please educate me. I don't know. I'm not good with those things. But anyway, we're going to be in the falls here instead of Rapid City, which is actually quite a big city and has a precious metal industry, which is good for profits. How much money do we get from precious metal? Actually quite a lot. We have a lot of areas like that. So they earn us a fair bit of gold. If inflation was a thing, they would drive our inflation insane, just like it did for Spain when they were an empire importing so much gold and silver from the New World. They kind of tanked their own economy for, I guess, centuries to come, or maybe it never recovered. The Netherlands actually has a pretty decent hold of Indonesia. Still, I mean, I know they start with it, but they haven't really lost it yet. This is just a clusterfuck of things. Some of them are independent, some are not, some of them are under Greek sphere. Let's see the sphere. Yeah, some are Greek, some are not. This here I remember because when I played as Greece, I actually took over a lot of these areas, and they kind of became independent after that. I mean, for example, Israel, which has Ashkenazi, Sephardic. I want to see the population here. I'm surprised if there's not a lot of Greek here. No, there's actually not. So maybe the Greeks never really, well, you know, moved there, I guess. There's only Bedouins here. So there's no Greek that moved anywhere, I suppose. What is the Greek color? This is the Greek color. Okay. Turkish, Greek. I mean, these are just in the Sahara, so no one lived there to begin with. Oh well. I think now is a good time to increase opinion a bit further. American-Greek Summit of 1923, a success in Philadelphia as well. Philadelphia, which I'm pretty sure is the capital of... where is Philadelphia now, again on the map? I can't find it. Am I just blind? Pennsylvania... No, Pittsburgh. Is Pittsburgh in Pennsylvania? Where the hell is Philadelphia? Oh, there it is. Yes, it is the capital. Huh. You know, I always mix up Pittsburgh and Philadelphia's locations. I'm not American. Not American in any way, except for a few. No. But I always mix up where Philadelphia and Pittsburgh are on the map, because I always imagine Philadelphia as being more of an inland city instead of being so close to the coast. I didn't actually realize that Philadelphia was so close to Washington. But I mean, I have the same thing with... where are they? Then I don't think it's over here. I think Atlanta. And what is the other place? Atlanta, and there is a city that is a bit more to the, you know, inlands in the same state, I think. Either way, I've always imagined Atlanta. Oh, Atlanta is the one that is inland, I think. Which I always thought that... Oh, there it is, Atlanta. I always thought that Atlanta was at the coast, because it's called Atlanta. I mean, you gotta have Atlanta near the Atlantic Ocean. Otherwise it doesn't make sense. Why call it Atlanta if it's right here in mountains or near, you know, on a mountain range? Makes no sense. No wonder I'm confused. We have the liquor prohibition that we can do, which I don't see the point of it. It increases pop militancy and tax efficiency is lowered. So why would I do it? Except for holding on to history, I suppose. We have a lot of things we can push through here, both in different directions. I mean, I suppose the fascists are a bit accepting of both. Let's see here. Who are the ones accepting this? It's 100% of fascists and 100% of fascists. So the fascists kind of want everything, I'm guessing from this. Like this, 100% of fascists are on for this, and 100% of the fascists are on for this. So the fascists want everything. So what would I allow then? I already have healthcare at max, which is the one that is important, let's be honest. We have actually voting in this fascist dictatorship, at least for now. We could go with 4-year draft. I mean, we're not gonna get any immigrants anyway, so we might as well. So 4-year draft. That will increase our military capabilities, which will be very useful in the coming future civil war in America. Let's see, cordial. Now things are starting to turn upwards. The question is just how fast will the Free States of America react? So I think they will be pretty fast. Lumberyards. Once again, I would love to see what the previous industry was. But since I'm not privy to that information, then... Holy shit, suddenly. I mean, that's quite a lot. 304 brigades suddenly could be recruited. How are we going with this unemployment? I think it's going fairly well. I mean, South Dakota just kind of needs to expand a bit more. Going with fully subsidized factories across the entire board, because we have a lot of money to spend and we're far from, making use of all our potential income. We're actually having it fairly low, so that everyone can get their life needs, and some could even get their luxury needs, and so on. Penal colonies. I mean, is that in... The only colony I know that I have is Alaska, so is this a penal colony? What is this? That's... Gurkhas. This guy is in... Oh, that's pretty good. Oh well. Confederate States of America. When I switch this, they will go... Oh, they already are on it. So we might as well before they kick us out. Because when they reach 65 or whatever, they will kick us out. Kick out our embassy. Ban embassy, as it's called. I think it's 65 that does it. Let's see, they are at 63 now. And there, and now. Now. They will do it. I have no doubts about it. Oh, they expelled. Oh, there we go. Banned our embassy. Oh well. So we failed that. We could turn our eyes... We could not. We could turn our eyes to Canada, perhaps. Influence them. And kind of turn them into our puppet. That could be useful. At least one nation in Americas would not hate us. They already kind of like us. Constitutional Monarchy of Canada kind of like us. Which is pretty good. Let's see. And soon we will have the 50. Not interested. Egypt, not interested. Not interested, Tigray. I don't think anything will come from that crisis. And I was right. And there's another Greek-American summit, this time in Greek. So they kind of went for a return and went to Athens. The war is not going very well for the Greeks. Not when they're allying things with, like, the Russian Empire and things like that, which is just going to get steamrolled. And dun. Yes, soon things are going to go extremely well. This is just going to increase very fast, and then we have secured Canada, which is one front. Perhaps they will ally us. Will they already? They will not accept. Political considerations. We have a lot of infamy. Not that many. Not that much. Too many alliances for them, I suppose they do. And you only have 2. So it's not that many even. Do we have a lot of alliances? We have only Argentina, Venezuela, and the Workers' Commonwealth. The Workers' Commonwealth is enraged. Well, that's too bad. It's just too bad. Canada, and yeah, okay. So soon enough it will be done. And I think this army is already almost done. There's one guy missing. Where is he? He is in Alaska, isn't he? Oh, of course he is. Where is the fleet? Do I have a fleet? No. Oh well. Could maybe Canada give us military access. They will not accept. Oh, what a shame. But now they will. Can I walk through them now? With them being added to my sphere? Nope. Will they now accept my proposal of giving me military access to their land? No, they will not. I mean, I'm a bit closer now. But I mean, how can I not demand military access from my sphereling? It seems like Nationalist China is going to eat up Beijing China. Yep, so Nationalist China is going to be the thing. Not interested in Greece. The Free States of America. Oh, they actually went for Greece, so now they're allied to Greece. My former country, one could say. I need to figure out when the hell I played this. It must have been ages ago. Many years ago. Oh well, Canada is decreased opinion. We can do that on the Free States of America to be rid of them. Not have them oppose us anymore. And after that, I just want them to give me military access. What happened to the Third Great War? I guess Russia kind of fell through, so now things are looking different there. So what can I do to increase here? I could get a navy strength up. That is something I could do. I could get a couple of steam transports and a couple of commerce raiders. At least I need transports anyway. And they can all meet up in California, in Los Angeles, no less. So let's see. By the way, which is my capital? I don't even know. That's not a thing that I have stumbled upon before. Where is the capital? This also reminds me kind of a bit. Have any of you watched the show Jericho? Because I think that was set in Kansas. Kansas is, well, not part of my country, but there's something about some place over here in Idaho or Montana, perhaps, that kind of became the capital of the United States in that series, which I find really funny. Or funny, but interesting. Sacramento, Los Angeles, it is not. San Diego, it is not. San Francisco, it is not. So where the hell is our capital? Could it be somewhere here in Albuquerque? No. No, not Flagstaff, not Salt Lake City, not Pocatello, Sioux Falls. Could it be? It couldn't be North Dakota. I mean, the population kind of makes sense in regards to it, but it's not been moved there. So, as far as I know right now, I'm probably not seeing it. It's probably somewhere here. And I'm just blind. It could be anything, really. Yeah, so as far as I'm concerned, we don't have a capital. There's no capital of the United States anymore. Or is it could it be like way over here? Could it be in Hawaii? Do we have Hawaii? We don't. The Free States of America has Hawaii for some reason. Where the hell is our capital, actually? Let me know. If you see it, please let me know where it is, because I don't think I am capable of finding it. Or it's hiding behind, some factory or whatever, and this is completely uninteresting to look for. So maybe I should stop. But I mean, it's the capital. We need to have a capital. What a country would we be without a capital? I mean, I even know where this capital is. I don't even know where Canada's capital is. Where actually is Canada's capital? Is it Toronto? Montreal? I don't even know where their capital is. How great. Oh well. It's probably somewhere here. Could it be Vancouver even? That would be pretty cool. New Westminster. Oh well. Okay, that was a waste of time. I admit it was a waste of time. But now at least I can transport my units back home. And it couldn't be over here because this is a come on, diplomatic incident all the time. Okay, I will have to look it up on my own. Otherwise I will just be sitting here all day until I find it. I'm still doing it, am I not? Oh, God. Okay, so we're 1924. It is a year and a half away from the Great War. We cannot influence because we are banned, and we are banned until 1924 in just a couple of days or in a few weeks. Then we can start influence again. They're sitting currently at 20, and we need to reach 100 before they reach 60, which is not going to happen because they will go all out on stopping me. There we go. They just started their production of points again. And now you can come home. Fascist coup d'etat on Iceland. Funny. Iceland, you're now a fascist dictatorship. I like that Greenland is its own country, with a constitutional monarchy. And all of these countries are independent as well, except for Finland. People's Republic of Italy, proletarian dictatorship. Are there any fascist dictatorship I'm missing? There's even Albania declaring war. No, it's Germany actually taking over everything. Oh well. Oh well. Presidential dictatorship taking over another presidential dictatorship. And Japan being... I mean, Japan being, for its time, reasonable, I suppose. We could go for... We could go for service by requirement, which would be pretty good. All of these things does not matter at all. And all it does, well, is give us even more people to mobilize in the coming war. So attach that to this army, and then we can begin recruitment of a new army. New army. So the second army will be in Tucson. And then a new army will be built. It will consist of 3 infantry, 3 guards, because I like to do silly things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 2 armor and 2 airplanes. So this is even more stuff in it. Even more. Okay, we can do even more. But it shouldn't be even more. It should be 5, 6. It should be 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there we go. All done. All done. Unfortunately, we got a band here again, so we can't do anything until 1925, and at that point, or December 1925, and at that point, the casus belli, I mean not the casus belli, but the truce will be over, and war can be fought once again. Almost at least, it will be very close. Hopefully, a second army will be done by then. Because I have a feeling that Empire Mexico and the Free States of America will be quite a challenge.